This is Susan Wilbanks with blendedinsight.com. I am a holistic and integrative healing arts practitioner, an intuitive, and an energy healer. In this podcast, I share tips, tools, and suggestions that have helped me along my path in hopes of inspiring and helping you along yours. Let's get started with today's podcast topic. Hello, bright soul. Thank you so much for joining me on another podcast. And I want to thank all of you who have taken the time to leave me a review, send me a donation, leave me kind feedback. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I also want to thank you just for showing up and for being here and joining together every week. There is an energetic component to us all coming together collectively and refocusing for the week. So I really appreciate you for that. And I am going to go right into the topic for today, and that is, what are you energizing? And here is what I mean by that. In the energy healing world, we will say that the things that you focus on and give energy to get bigger. Big fish eat small fish. So whoever has the biggest energy, the biggest thought forms in the room, that will typically dominate the smaller thoughts and energy and override it. And so we have to be really careful in this time of rapid acceleration on the planet where everything seems to be moving quickly. I've talked about before where people's energy will shift quickly. They will reveal who they are very quickly. The mask will fall off quickly. And it's a very shifting type of energy. And there's a lot of energy pouring in on the planet right now. And for those of us who are harnessing that energy and staying connected to God and really digging in to make sure that we are on a mission from God and fulfilling our individual purpose, our energy centers get bigger and bigger the more that we do this. And then when more energy pours onto the planet and everyone's energy is getting bigger, whether you choose to cultivate low thoughts or high thoughts or positive or negative, that's all individual, your path, your choice. We've got to be careful about what we're focusing on to make it bigger. And so I've had a recent experience with this where I'm manifesting a lot quicker than I used to. And I know in the Christian world, they won't use the word manifesting. But what I'm saying is that when you're in alignment and you are connected and your energy is clean and it's pure and you want to help people and you want to do the best you can, I have noticed that when I'm focusing on really bringing something forward, it comes forward quick. And so because of that, I want to make sure that I'm bringing things forward that are in alignment and are good. I don't want to bring forward things that are not what I would consider good. So, for example, what I'm focusing my energy on and what I'm trying to energize is for people to get better, for there to be a solution. Now, I'm not saying that I'm interfering with free thinking and free will choice, because I'm not. But my intention for the planet is for it to get brighter and better. And I want the best for people. One of the things I have to be mindful of is if someone crosses me or does me wrong, I don't want to spend a lot of time thinking about that because I don't want to make it bigger. And I also don't want to think about how I hope that they get their karma and, the things that we do as a human because they've done you wrong, because I don't want to be part of bringing anything about quicker. Now, I'm not saying that I have that much power, but what I am saying is that I want to be very mindful about where I'm putting my intention and energy, because all of that's going to come back to me. It's the golden rule, right? Doing unto others as you want them to do unto you. The golden rule is really the same. It's the same concept as karma. What you give out is going to come back to you. So in this time of great shifting and moving, what I've been doing is just being very mindful about what I am placing my attention on. What I'm placing my attention on is the light. I want to align with people who want me to do well, just as much as I want them to do well, who make me feel good, who I enjoy their company, who they're genuinely good people, who they're intentionally looking at themselves and wanting to grow, develop, evolve, get better, serve. Those are the kind of people I want to invest in. And I want to put my energy on faith and hope, and knowing that there is a divine plan in the midst of chaos, in the midst of shaking, in the midst of all of this moving and transition. I want to put my energy on the very creator that put me here is looking over me, watching over me, guiding me, protecting me. And as long as I'm connected to that and I'm getting my information and my guidance from that, I'm going to be okay. I want to focus on love. I want to focus on the goodness in people. Because right now people are showing some real ugliness because, again, if there's a ton of energy coming down on the planet, we've got to be mindful that whatever is in you is going to grow. So when it rains, everything gets watered. The weeds, the plants, the grass, everything gets watered. So everything that's in there is coming out. And people who have not done a spiritual practice and who have been struggling, numbing with alcohol, numbing with drugs, numbing with addictions, behavior patterns, all of these things that they haven't been aware of, they're not willing to look at, they're either not willing or not able to look at, those things are being watered. And so those things are becoming really ugly. And then you put someone who is intentionally walking in light. A light is really bright. It illuminates. So one flash of light in a dark room illuminates. And it's noticeable and the attention goes there. You put that in the midst of that, these people reveal quickly. The darkness comes out. And so the goal is to always make your light brighter than the darkness because big fish eat small fish. So what I want is for my light to be so bright that the darkness does not pull me down and make me darker. The light makes them a little bit lighter. But with that, whatever is holding them in darkness has to come out. So that's what I talk about when you're going to go be with people who aren't doing this work and don't have an awareness of it. You really want to pull your aura in or shield yourself because, and you can do that. You can pull your aura in even just by crossing your arms and legs because your light will bump their aura and their things come out. So they'll just throw up on, I say throw up, but what I'm saying is their stuff comes out on you. So you might be the person that they end up just spilling all their emotional trauma on or oversharing with you. This happens to me all the time. And I know it happens to you too, because we've talked about it, where people will just, or they lash out at you for no reason. You're just minding your own business and they lash out, or they want to be close to you because there's something in you that feels good. They're not conscious of it. They don't know. So they get into your space. And so what you really want to do is just get really good at pushing your light out, making sure that you are staying in alignment, that you're focusing on your part and what you can do. Because if you allow yourself to get yanked down by all of the corruption and evil and sickness in the world, it can really bring you down and make you feel terrible. And you don't want to energize that as a strong, powerful, energetic being who is on the light path and who came here to be the light bearer. You want to focus your attention on the things that are going to bring you closer to the light, that are going to help humanity, that are going to help you serve and be a part of the solution. My mission is to be a beneficial presence on the planet. And I want to be a beneficial presence with everyone that I spend time with. And this includes dating. We've talked about dating a lot. This includes dating. If I'm going to give someone my time, I'm giving them my most valuable asset. And so my intention is always to make them feel better when we're together than the way it was when they showed up. I don't ever want to make someone feel worse. Now, I'm not saying that things don't happen, and maybe that happens sometimes, but my pure intention is to go in and be present, to be a person of light, to make people feel better, to make the world better, and to walk the path that I was designed to walk. And I know that we can feel very alienated and weird and different because we are. We're a minority in this population, but every single person's light and purpose is incredibly important. We all fit together like a huge puzzle piece, and no one was sent here by accident. No one's purpose is in vain. No one's purpose is by accident. It's all a really important part of the collective plan. Whether we're aware of the plan or not, we know we're a part of it because we're here. And so just stay on your course and let other people do what they're going to do. We all have free will choice. If you get yourself caught up into worrying about the actions of other people, and sometimes people do that to take themselves off their own path and to distract themselves from their own healing work. But if you're trying to get focused on other people and what they have to do, you're really just taking your power away because you cannot impact free will choice. It's different if they ask you for an opinion or help. That's different. But you also don't have to give people help that don't really want to help themselves. There's a balance there. And as long as you're in alignment and you're connected to your own intuition, you will know that. It will come in so strong for you. And that's the thing. Once you're conscious of something, you can't pretend you're unconscious. Once you know it, you can't pretend you don't know it. So you're on the path. You got to keep following it. And it's not by accident. It is by divine design. So let's go into a healing. You can uncross your arms and legs, focus on your breathing. I will turn the healing on, and you can just be here and receive. And if anything comes in for you, that's perfect. Just take note and then get your information for what you need to be doing and focusing on. Okay, and so it is. You can start coming back into your body. All right, I hope that helped. And I just want to thank you for being here. And if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, you can do so over at blendedinsight.com. Also, if you haven't left me a review on iTunes, I would so appreciate it. And I just want to wish you a beautiful week. I so appreciate who you are. Take care. Bye-bye.